really like this art. We haven't lingered on this, but look at this lovely forest here. Are these supposed to be like orange trees? And then we have the city in the background with the red roofs. Lovely. Welcome, guys. Very excited about today. A little bit nervous as well because we're going up a difficulty mode. We have seen the story of Zeus and Europa. We've seen very early Greece, Perseus and Medusa. I was reading a bit about ancient Greece history, by the way, and apparently there's like a few hundred years where very little was going on, which I think was after Perseus and Medusa. Anyway, now we're doing Athens Through the Ages, current modern-day capital of Greece. Let's see how it was built. I don't know how old it is IRL. Very interested to see the date we're on. So we're going to be going up a difficulty level here, and I've got a bunch of new tricks and fun things to talk to you guys about in terms of the building and what we're going to be doing. It's kind of another fundamental change in city building. So Athens Through the Ages, lead Athens from its earliest days through times of war to the Golden Age. This adventure is somewhat challenging and very long. It consists of 8 episodes. So let's begin the episode.
The land here is desolate and bare, but then so is most land in mountainous Greece. It's as good a place as any to establish a city, and you have your good friend Theseus to help you. He's out and about in Attica, visiting other cities in the region and convincing them that they should place themselves under your wing. Though the city of Athens itself might not have the resources to prosper, perhaps it can grow into a mighty city once it is banded together with its neighbors. There's only one problem with claiming land in Attica. Minos, king of Gnosis and master of the Minotaur, calls this land his own and won't take too kindly to someone trying to build a new city upon it.
Okay, so kind of a similar theme right out of the gate this time. The previous adventure, Argos, kind of ended with everyone banding together. We are asking for that right at the beginning here. Now, this looks simple. 12 skeins of fleece, 12 baskets of fish, people in homesteads. So this suggests we get fleece, this suggests we get fleece, this suggests we're okay. We're going to click the difficulty up to hero now. But this, as far as I remember, is hard. So remember when we were at Miletos before? It was a bit of a struggle. Well, we're really going to be starved for resources right at the start now. They really put the hammer down on us. And unlike the other mission, which was not very military, this one is much more military. So let's have a look at the map first of all. I assume this is the entrance to the city down here. We have, once again, a river that comes on the right, a little bit like Argos. On the other side, but this is just a tiny little river in the corner of the map now. And there's no farm, there's nothing there really, there's woods. So maybe we can chop down wood. Let's have a look. There's no industry available at all. Okay, so the road kind of just cuts through. It's all completely built and already established for us this time. We didn't have to build it ourselves. But the road comes up, and look, we do have arable land. So there is some meadow. And if we have a look here, oh dear, well, there is no cheese, there is no wheat, there are no carrots, there's no onions. Not that you guys have seen even some of these buildings. We do have dairies, though, so it looks like we're going to be eating cheese. Looks like Athens was built on cheese, guys. So we'll be farming up there on the top left. Here on these mountains, let's have a look. Well, doesn't really seem to be very much going on, does there? Good place for a palace, though, I think. I've got a cool trick to talk to you guys about with cliffs as well at some point. Another little river here, and it does go out of the city, so maybe one day that will be a pier for us. But let's see where we are on the world map. And wow, there's a lot going on the world map here. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay, so Tenebrae's gone. Etheria is here now. Don't know anything about Etheria. We have more knowledge about Asia Minor. There's Sardis here. There's Hatsuas. There's Themyscira, Odessos, Taris, Macedonia up there. Some that we recognize. Like, what cities do we recognize here? Corinth, Sparta. Look, we're in a whole different era here, aren't we? Mount Pelion is the only place. Thermopylae. I recognize a lot of these from popular culture. I think Mount Pelion is the only place that is still here. Oh, and of course Egypt. Everlasting, amazing, awesome Egypt. Egypt always there. So, we heard in the intro story here, these guys, Gnosis, they are furious with us. They are not happy that we're trying to build a city here. Their leader, Minos, associated with a Minotaur, is going to be a real thorn in our side here. He's actually already claiming tribute on us of 800 drachmas yearly, okay? So money is the big problem on this quest. They're furious. This rival doesn't like you at all right now. If he continues to feel this way, he might one day invade your city. To find out why this rival feels this way, consult the city's history. So we need money. So we've started with 15,000 drachmas, which is lower than we would have started if we'd had started on other difficulties. Just to finish off here, so if we look on the top right, it's just all big empty fields. Look at this. Desolate indeed. But finally up here, there is a little bit more meadow, but that's a mile away, and why would we ever really want to use that? So I'm going to establish the city nice and quick up here on the top left, and we're going to get some cheese going. So, oh god, I don't know. I guess we just begin, right? So let's build some road out. And I'm going to be very conservative about, like, everything this time, because, again, I'm really scared of money. Like, I'm not going to build a particularly big housing block. So what I'm actually going to do here as well is I'm going to say, we need the infirmary. We need the maintenance officer. We need the fountain. Okay, we need these things. We can maybe have a podium or something there as well. For now, I'll just put a house plot down so that I know that the road is okay. And I think I'm alright with the width of this. So basically, we're trying our thing, but plus with an extra building. And then we're going to come down here and to here. So that's going to be our housing block. By the way, a little thing to amend. I was playing this last night in free play, and I discovered. Ugh. Should we do one more over? No, because a gym can go there. We can put. Do they understand gyms? There's no culture or anything. I've been a little bit wrong about something here. What we actually want is food first, before a water fountain. Like, we don't even need the water fountain yet. You'd think food comes first. You'd think the water comes first. And I know that people do get a bit of hydration out of their food or whatever. But no, actually, it's the water fountain is to tear up the second time. We just got to get them food first. Oh, actually, so I got another idea here. Well, screw it. Let's replay, so that we save that little bit of money. Okay, so we're going to come up here. What I want to do is pull the road out. Like so. We'll come down. Like so. And we'll build our things on the bottom. Like so. So, maintenance, fountain we'll do eventually. I'm going to be really skimpy here with how... Well, okay, we're not in ultra hard mode. We can do that. That's fine. Alright, and then we can put... I mean, screw it. Let's put the podium down as well. Why not? Please tell me we do have podiums. But we'll have to put a college and stuff. So we'll do that, but then we'll go to industry, and we'll say we don't want anyone working culture just yet. Don't work culture. Maybe I could have just shut the industry down. I don't know. So we have this basic setup here, okay? And we're going to go up there. Hopefully that's not too long away. Let's put some roads in. Again, if there's a gap of 1, like there is, don't worry about it because we'll have a gym there. Actually, let's get rid of the podium. And let's start with the gym. Because the gym can just get going straight away. Oh, we don't even actually have gyms. Alright, whatever. We'll just start replacing some houses as time goes by. But there'll be like a 3x3 there. Anyway, the reason I just did that we restarted, was what I want to do is show you a new trick about the Agora. Now, this is really cool. This isn't that game-changing. It's not going to, revolutionize the whole world or anything. But kind of our theme for this playthrough, I think, is going to be roads. Now, here's the first thing I want to teach you guys about roads with the Agora. The back of the Agora here, we know of as just space to put vendors, right? The road is out the front here. But there is a sneaky mechanic they added to Zeus. They don't put it in the tutorial. They don't teach you anything about it. But it is there, and it's cool. I don't believe it was in the other editions of the game where there's, like, equivalents. This back line here, technically, is a road. There is a backdoor mechanic to the Agora. Now, it needs certain requirements to be filled for them to ever use it. One of those requirements is there can't be any alternate path. If you ever make an alternate route to this back area, this storage area back here, they'll use the alternate route. So it's very difficult to even see that this mechanic exists because eventually your cities are going to be connected by a billion paths and, well, they're going to use the other roads. The other thing is, if they have access to any storage out the front, they'll use the front door as well. And there's something about the road length as well. I think this road has to be longer than the road that's in front or something. But so basically, I just think this is really cool. What we can do is all the ugly appeal stuff with the granaries and whatever, well, we can hide it all just back here. Now, we want it kind of close, right? We don't need a storehouse yet. They're not going to care about any of that. We want a maintenance office for the back roads. But we can do something very clean here, where now we have dairy. So I don't want to spend too much money and build too many buildings, go too crazy in abundance, because again, money's going to be tight. We have to be very careful. However, for food, I think it is important that we end up building a lot. So this will actually work. We will have goats. It says build a dairy. I have a dairy. There we go. We will build some goats. And I could have counted here. So what is this? So it's 8 per 8, 16, 24, 36. Wait, no, that's 12. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64. So 64 goats. How many times have we clicked already? Oh, I don't know. Let's just get some. All right. I mean, money's okay for now. I don't have to panic that much. So here, we will get a bunch... Wait. Am I saying goats? Yeah, because we're getting goat's milk. You can get goat's fleece as well, technically, right? So this game set these up in this way, but hey. All right, there you go. So build another dairy. Right, we're not going to have them breeding or anything like that. So yeah, this is just a cool setup, isn't it? So this is the Agora back door. And you can do fancy things with this. If you imagine that we're central to the map with this first housing block, we could really carefully divide our city where top left is farms and storage and stuff like that. And then bottom right is... let's turn the time up a little bit here. It seems like nobody's moving on. Is housing, and they're largely disconnected. So we can do that. We can do that. Now, I do want roads out as much as possible of the corners. I know you lose, like, housing space or whatever, but I think it's important. So there you go. So we'll put these houses in, and they'll get water straight away. They're not going to get culture straight away, so they're going to stay as shacks. So let's see what else we can do. So where is everybody moving in here? Let's look at the world map. So we've got our animals here. Oh, do you know what? That's not actually an exit to the city. That's just a road. I honestly thought that left the city. So the entrance and exit are probably down here. Ah, so it's probably entrance here, and then over on the top right is the exit. So we're in kind of a weird spot here, I suppose. But, you know, that's all right. So then what I'll do is, let's go over to the mountain here. We haven't done this yet, and I've been wanting to every playthrough, really. Oh, administration. We don't even know about a palace. It's funny, the world is quite developed right now. Are we in, like, the ancient mythological past right now, or what? Was Knossos real? I mean, Athens is real. Corinth is real, right? Sparta was real. No, it's not all mythological. This is interesting as well, the icon for this place. Erythia. I might look that up between the episodes. Or actually, even in the editing. WP, look up what Erythia is. Tell me what... Because that looks like that might be some kind of heavenly Olympian location or something, right? Okay, Greek mythology is one hell of a rabbit hole. I regret going to wiki on this. Okay, so Erythia is the name of one of the Hesperides. And they're like these 3 nymphs, and they're to do with like the sunset and the sunrise or something. But also it was the name of an island, and I don't know whether the island was real or not. So Pliny the Elder, in his natural history, basically said it's like south of Spain, called by the natives Juno or something. I don't know. Anyway, in their mythology, it was the seat of Geryon. I don't know who Geryon is. Geryon was overcome by Heracles. And Erythia was also the place where, according to one account, the sun god Helios kept his sacred cattle, where the giant Alaconius stole them during the Gigantomachy, which I assume is some big giant-based apocalypse or something. I don't know. There's a lot of layers here, and I genuinely don't know what's real-life history and what's not, which is very good, because, again, I've really got to read this thing from the manual for you guys. But yeah, interesting stuff. I don't know what that means for this campaign, what they'll do. I think because they're on the bottom left, I'm expecting them to be like a mythological place we send heroes to again, but who knows how this will play out. Oh, by the way, also the art in the bottom left changes as we go. So now we see, we've got the Minotaur battering, who I assume is Theseus there, because they said that he's our ally. So let's get these road blocks in. Oh my god, twice in a row, really? Okay. And now people are moving in. What else have we got? We're invited to symposiums. Fine. Herding. Industry. You see that message, you're invited to the symposiums? I don't think there's a mechanic where you're, like, kicked out because of your thinkers or the specific way you calibrate your culture or anything. The game doesn't ever do anything like that. So watch post I don't think is necessary. Philosophy and drama. So now that we're in a higher difficulty, they're going to want more appeal. Less people will live in the houses. Buildings are more expensive. I think they take more food. Just a bunch of stuff just tweaks. You know, they put their thumb on the scale against your favour. So there we go. So we've got 100 people. Is that a monument instantly? No. I like how when it's 100 people, they call you a little village. So we've got parks and gazebos. I mean, there's nothing we can do. We can build dairies. That's it. So let's do another housing block, I guess. As long as we can feed the people, I'm fine. We can't tax them. We don't want to go too crazy. What's our goal? How are we going to do this? So we need fleece, but we don't know how. Our people here don't know how to make fleece. It's funny we have anyone vouching for us. We need fish. But none of our people know how to fish. So this is looking impossible right now. If we go to the pot and we have a look. Trade status. Fish. Well, that's just the price of things. What I want to know is what we can do. Can we do anything? Let's see. No, there's no trading. There's no trade building that we're allowed. There would be no point in building a storehouse. Wow, look at this. Humble indeed. This is cool. They start you with nothing. So Thermopylae blossoms. A great potatoverse under the leadership of Pamkapos. Thermopylae has grown into a significant city, no longer isolated from the rest of the world. Thermopylae. Ah, we can trade with Thermopylae and we can trade with Sparta, it says. But Sparta has no goods. Thermopylae has goods. Ah, look, perfectly on time. So they will buy wheat, which we can't sell. They will buy olives, which we can't sell. They will sell us fish, though. So we can get that going. So I'm going to show you guys. Should we do it in this episode or the next one? I guess I'll show... No, I'm going to... I don't know what I want to do. We can always change things. All right, so I'm going to come down to the trade road. And I'm going to say... Here, the main road, we're going to put a maintenance officer. Roadblocks don't matter for now. We're going to say trading post with Thermopylae. So, it says they can't access the labour pool. They actually can. So, I am going to buy fish. But the thing is, I don't actually want to eat any of that fish. I just want it for the next colony. So, over here, I'm going to say you're not allowed to get any fish. You can accept any cheese we make. But the fish is a precious commodity that I guess we're going to cover in salt and just stick out in, you know, the edge of somewhere. So, out of the way. So, we'll put this here. Oh, God, I want to do my other thing. My cooler thing than the Agora thing. Oh, wait, that's the storehouse. Undo. I need a granary there. Knossos becomes hostile. I am loath to speak your name, Potatoverse, because it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I, Minos of Knossos, am extremely angry with you. There's no telling what I might do. Well, don't be so mad at me. We're just trying to make a new living, you know. We're just trying to build a new way of life. So here, I'm going to accept I'm going to get the fish here. So a tradesman. Thank God, look, a new ally. Thermopylae comes out of nowhere to bring us fish.
You'd better get ready for company. An enemy army is on its way here.
Ooh! Wait, how do you know that? That's new dialogue.
I've heard that there's a cornucopia of food here. Yummy.
Nice! Okay, they're all happy with my food.
This city needs a little work around the edges.
Okay, but hold on. So I like all this because we're getting different dialogue. Why did he mention attacks coming?
When I tell you the news, just don't treat me like Achilles treated Coprius and kill the messenger. This city has problems.
Alright, well, what are your problems? What work is needed? 41. Well, they're about to evolve, so don't you worry about that. I might have expanded slightly too quick. We just gotta wait for the first cheese harvest to come in. Is that what you call it? A cheese harvest? Knossos out to destroy us. Oh, great Potatoverse. The time to prepare has passed. In 1 month, because they want more land to call their own, an army of rival Greeks will arrive here, bent on conquest. You must defeat them, or Minos will take over the city for good. So I'm going to save here, because I want to try something. Under attack. So we don't even have a palace. We don't even have the technology for a palace. So they're just going to come here and they're going to raid and plunder and destroy our unarmed, our stuff. With no palace, I can't assign a rabble anywhere. We have no hero. We have nothing. Do you know what? I can squeeze another house in there, but I'm scared of feeding all these people. We can do another row of dairies. Well, actually, I don't know how many animals I can put there. What I want to do is another row of dairies, like right up in the main bit of the meadow here. So we'll build this down with a roadblock. And but we have to wait because we need more workers. We got to wait for them to evolve before we do anything here. So 31 workers needed. Just hang in there for a second. Hang in there, kitty. Okay, Nos is out to destroy us. So a great potatoverse, an army of rival Greeks is upon us. So if I click surrender. Marathon blossoms. So there's a new place. A new significant city. So I've clicked surrender. So let's see what happens when we click. This is why I saved. So we click surrender. Normally, I believe you become a vassal and you have to pay tribute. I think. I really don't know. By the end of this Let's Play, we will know. But here, for this mission, it's over, man. That's it. So long, potatoverse. An enemy has thoroughly trounced you for the second time. They've ousted you. See, it says the second time. So I think you get safety once. So, that's why I saved. So if we reload... Oh god, what did I call it? No, what did I call it? Under attack. I'm sure I called it Una attack. I think we haven't built our road here either. Let's put the game speed up until they attack again. So, we can also fight to defend... So, and then Marathon Blossoms. So by choosing to defend, their army will come. Oh, here you go. Minotaur in city. The Minotaur, that unnatural offspring of Pasiphae, has charged into our city, slaying anyone who comes near him. Pasiphae? Really? I've never even heard of Pasiphae. So here's a Minotaur.
I'll trample anyone in my path.
To be honest, I thought we just got game over from that as well. But there you go. So we have a Minotaur now, and they've spawned him right up near our dairies and stuff. And we're basically screwed now as well. He's going to kill our guys. It's just going to be awful, all right? So essentially what I'm just trying to demonstrate to you guys here is we're going to bribe them off. We're going to say, do you know what? Please tell me that's loading. Just have my money and leave, please. Please don't attack me. Please just take my money and go. That is the goal. And in that way, we won't get a Minotaur attack. Honestly, I thought they were going to be soldiers that came to us, and we won't get game over. So that's how tight this mission is. So bribe 700 drachma. It's not that much. We got 11,000, so we're good. Now at the same time, let's deal with this. Marathon blossoms. Oh, great potatoverse under the leadership of Olympus. Marathon is a significant city. So invaders were paid off. It's time to celebrate. Do we get a monument for paying them off? We do. I mean, I kind of want to just put it down, you know. Like, hell yeah, we bribed them off. Screw it. There you go, lots of appeal. And you can say, oh, save it, use it for elite housing later. Look, the game is there to be played, you know. These resources are there to be used. And I like it. I like the flavour of this. We have very little, but we have a monument to the fact we bribed away an army. You really shouldn't get the monument if you bribe them off. Anyway, so, Marathon. Marathon is right near us. They're congenial. They have a high opinion of us. He'll be willing to fulfill our request for food and goods, provided he can spare the items that we've requested. If he hasn't already, he'll also offer us some money if we've run into debt. And we consult his history for more information. So he likes us a lot. And he will give us wheat and wine, or sell us wheat and wine. He buys fleece and oil. I need fleece, though. Could we beg him for money, do you think? If he has a high opinion, and he's willing to fulfill requests for food and goods... Maybe we could beg him for... I mean, what can we beg him for? I love that icon here. By the way, I don't know what this icon is. What do you guys think that is? The one where we fulfill their request. I guess it's a donkey loaded up with goods. As in, we're delivering goods to them. But why is there like a storm cloud there? Is that iconic in some way? I don't know. Anyway, so we can request wine. We can request money. He won't give us defensive aid. and he won't attack someone for us. I mean, I kind of think he sells wheat. He would probably give us a bunch of wheat. And food is the big bottleneck at the start, so screw it. Now, if we're going to do that, we need to... So wheat is available. The game's very clever about that. Wheat is available here now. Do we want to do another granary? I don't know. I don't think so. So let's do... if we're going to be begging him for food, should we try to support 2 housing blocks? Let's do one over here on this wing of the city. So we can do the same thing as before, which is... So, like, you see how this whole industrial district actually is built out of the housing block now? It's pretty interesting, right? So... we've got to be careful with our roads if we want our fancy pants plan to work. What am I doing? What are you doing, dude? Right, we're going to determine the width by going infirmary. I guess house. Oh, the Minotaur's coming anyway, apparently. Alright. Oh, so maybe we didn't see the army resolve. So, house. Fountain. Worker. Yeah, I hear the smashing. I get it. I hear the smashing. We'll come here. And down. And then we'll have the Agora. I want to see the Agora in action as well, you know. Let's put more plots down before I get too distracted here. So let's put houses down here. So I was reading a thread on what people consider to be cheating in this game. And it's funny. There's a lot of really cool, crazy tips and interesting things that we can do that I can't wait to talk to you all about. But one thing that I kind of think is cheaty, and I don't know, am I wrong about this? But I feel like putting game speed to 0, like I am right now, in order to, like, build, like, I can do my entire plot here, right? I can do it all in essentially a frame. And then I can press up. And I feel like that's pretty cheesy. I don't know. I feel like you need to... The game is... It's in that weird space where it doesn't really know if it's real time or not. There's going to be a gym there, so I'm just going to leave that for now. And then I don't know about that 3x3. We've kind of fucked it up again. But I don't know how I feel about that, you know? So let's put this Agora here, because I don't know how I feel about putting it right on the corner. So food vendor here. But what I'm doing here is I'm getting all of this done so that the Minotaur doesn't attack me. We're spending quite a lot of money establishing this next block. We need a maintenance post back there. I'm going to do another 6 dairies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too many. We do want a net positive, right? Build another dairy. Yeah, okay. It hasn't detected that I've built the dairy yet. And then finally, a granary. Because I'll pull it back. Because we don't want to be too close to the house. I've done this one really tight. There's almost no point doing the Agora back door here. The benefit of an Agora back door is you can have like a 50 road way out the back. And then all of these are completely not interfering. The only people you'll ever see on these roads are Agora workers and stuff, you know? And farm workers. Anyway, right, we want goats. So this is kind of a mistake. I'm trying to press the hotkey to speed the game up again, and it doesn't seem to be doing it. Oh, it says game pause because I pressed P. Whoops. Oh, there you go. Yeah, like building in pause, you know? Like, what the hell? I think that I watched a Let's Play where this was the majority of the game. Just having it paused and doing it from there. Oh, wow. He's not moving with his cheese. Oh, only because it's paused. So, yeah, we're making a mistake here. Oh, there you go. Marathon grants wheat. Thank you, Marathon. So, because I have livestock in 2 places, it's the same thing as at Argos. We're messing up here with Athens, where the guys might end up running all over the place. We don't want them to. In fact, it looks like they're just mixing all around. I like this. I like the idea of the livestock living in the town. In fact, they can live in the town. That is cool. I like that. Oh, we should do a housing block with farms in the middle of it. We should just have like a dairy on the this should be shifted up. I might do another one up there and do it exactly like that. That would be cool as all hell. Alright, so what's going on with the Minotaur? He's not very happy.
This city is fantastic.
Okay, so these guys aren't doing well here. So there we go. So let's do that. So it says too distant. So I've messed up the Agora backdoor technique. Okay, so I figured this out. Oh my god. I've shot this section of the video multiple times, but because I figure it out and then I say, oh guys, I figured it out, and then it doesn't work, and then I'll do it again, and then I'll do it again, and then I'll do it again. So as I explained, the road at the back needs to be longer than the place in the front. Like, this is a really picky, as I've already explained, this is a very picky, very buried, hidden mechanic. It's really weird, but that's why it's so cool when you pull it off, right? So first of all, these need to be severed. Because if they're not severed, she's going to be looking at this granary. And that's going to be her main granary. And because she always wants to go out the front for some reason. She really doesn't want to go out the back. But so we're going to keep these severed. And the simple fact that we're keeping these severed kind of catapults me into a whole other conversation that I was going to delay for another colony. But, well, maybe we could delay it a little bit longer. So also, yeah, this road needs to be longer than the front housing block. And that's fine, you know, because normally you're just going to build a really long-ass road, like, way out into the farms. I've done everything really close here, which has ended up making this, you know, not really worth it. But if there was a longer setup, this would have made sense. Now, here's the thing. I think it's not long enough because it's not like a square or something. So if I turn it into a square, like if we pull this out here, like so. I've now changed my thing again. This is best goddamn work. As a square, I think that's reading as a longer square now, and she should work. If she doesn't, because I've gone like one block over, I'm going to be furious. Come on. Come on, you can go out there. All right, we've hit a population milestone of 500 people. Oh my god, she's not happy with that. She's so picky. She's so picky. All right, fine. Not this road. Ignore me there. All right. We're going to put it over by one, like that. We're going to make it a square like that. Now she'll go. If she doesn't go now, I really don't know what to say, because she was doing it a second ago. There we go. There we go. And we missed it. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to super speed it and miss it. But there you go. So she's now using the back door. Look at that. Look, look, look. She's out there. She goes to the granary. She comes in. She's a very picky lady. But there you have it. So, and now the cart man. So this is what's so cool. The cart guy still comes out the front. She goes out the back. So it's like a proper flow and a transfer of goods. This is like how I imagine like shops and malls and stuff work IRL, you know, like you've got the storage comes into the shop at the back, and the guy out the front does the actual delivering, or, you know, this is the shop front itself, if you like. So I'm going to try again over here now. We got 500 people though, so maybe this is a bad idea. So like, for example, it's not working, but that's probably because this is connected and we have that granary storage area. Okay, so this granary over here is on the road of the kingdom, let's say, right? Everything's connected to this. Now, because we're buying the fish here, I'm going to stop buying the fish because we've spent a lot of money and we already have enough fish for the other colony. So fish is done. And I want to give a massive shout out and big ups to Thermopylae for giving me the fish to create what will eventually be the capital of this whole goddamn area of the world. Speaking of Thermopylae, they need food. Hi, I need you to send food. You don't need to know why we need it. Just trust us as your ally. Send us the supplies. 9 months to comply. So they're being quite nice about it. They're selling us fish and apparently don't know how to manage their money very well. So we will dispatch the food, but I don't want to dispatch any fish. Oh, but I already set it aside, so that's fine. So goodbye. And we did dispatch fish. So we just gave them their fish back. Right. What I would like to do here is this granary and this whole storage setup, interestingly enough, guys, does not need to be on a road connected to the rest of the game. Like, look at this. The maintenance man's still there. Now, you might have noticed this at brief moments as we've been playing along. The game tutorial and the intent for the game, as far as I'm concerned, is generally that everything's connected to one major road. It all works like a, you know, an artery and vein system in someone's body. Everything's connected. And clearly, you know, if we connect, that defines where the walkers go. So that's a thing. But you don't actually need to connect roads. And this is going to be the big dramatic thing that we change about all of our colony building and everything. And indeed here, Athens as well. These guys are just going to chill. And now that that granary's disconnected, what that means is we can be connected up here if we like. But I guess I'll just keep it all off for now. And we'll see. So we're going to do disconnected cities this run. Now, certain things need roads. Certain other things don't. Now, I've alluded to some of this in the past. So here, for example, there is no road connection from this cheese granary to this cheese granary. Yet, if I tell this cheese granary to get cheese, if we look here... Oh, maybe this guy won't go. He says returning to the dairy. Oh, he is moving. Hold on, let's see. So, game speed up a little bit here. Or maybe we're looking for someone over here. This guy? Look at this guy. Okay, this guy is leaving the granary to get cheese. And what did he just do? He went off-road. He didn't walk... Like, if I'd connected this road here, he would have gone along, all the way down, all the way along, all the way up. Instead, what he's done here is he's made a more efficient path. Okay, and I think he'll go between these two buildings. Oh, no, he won't. He can't go between those two buildings. Like, he can't phase through solid matter. But look, he cut that corner, he cut that corner. He's going to cut right across this, and he's going direct to the source. So it should be plain to see already that actually this is a really efficient way of moving goods around the city. Think about all that fleece that we had at Thebes. I'm sure there were lots of examples at Argos as well. Like, as you're moving sculptures and stuff around, as you're moving marble, you can just have people wing it. And again, it's very difficult to know whether this is really in the spirit of the game. What I think is the case is that they didn't design around this, and you can actually make things very, very fast and very smooth. But that's what's kind of fun about the game, and I do want to show this stuff off. And in fact, when we get to the harder difficulty modes, I'm thinking we'll be using a lot of it. So this will radically change the flow of goods and the movement around our city. You'll be surprised how independent you can have different stuff. And so you might remember a couple of episodes ago, I mentioned that there is technically a difference between when we're dealing with, or we can't see, but like flower gardens versus parks. There's differences between these things in, like, when you've got a wheelbarrow man like this, one of them he can move through, one of them he can't. One of them's like a house, one of them isn't. And they have different appeal values. So that all starts factoring into the design, if you want to get really fancy with this game, of cool shit you can do. So yeah, so there you go. Those are two of the big things, and we'll see what we can do with this as our colonies and stuff goes forwards. Things do not need to be connected, but then certain other things do. Obviously, like water walkers, they need roads. They've got their whole home special thing, which is very advanced. We'll be doing way later. But you know, like culture and stuff, I think as well, we're going to need to keep connected. Anyway, we are flooded with food. Let's see our notifications. First of all, marathon. Right, I didn't even talk about any of this. Thermopylae thinks more highly of you because we gave him the food. Thermopylae needs food. Okay, and now Marathon is a vassal. Most valiant potatoes, I, Olympus of Marathon, am placing myself and all my followers under your rule. We will gladly do your bidding. Wow, thank you, Marathon. Have you guys ever heard that thing about the first follower? You know, like, essentially this concept that, you know, you think of great leaders of movements and countries and cults and whatever around the world. All these people are powerless. They all have nothing. They all do nothing. Who actually gives them their first power is the first follower. And there's kind of a lot of cool theory and thought about it. There's a really amazing video online. I'm sure I've talked about this in a Let's Play before as well, where it's like guys at a dance festival and everyone's too nervous to dance. Everyone. There's literally like thousands of people there, but they're just sitting looking nervously around. And you can see in this video just this one guy, wasted probably, but he gets up, one dude on his own, and he just starts dancing. Everyone's sitting there just staring at him dancing alone. And he's doing that for ages, and he looks like a fool, and he's an idiot. But then, like, one guy gets up and dances with him, and that just inspires everyone else to be, it's okay to follow this man. And then they all start, and you can watch throughout the course of this video, within a few seconds, all of a sudden everyone's dancing. And you can see how everyone's on the precipice of some movement, some idea, some, you know, action. But you need not just the leader, but you need that first person to take the plunge and take that risk, because we're all such social, copycat, fearful, idiot species, you know, that really need that comfort of knowing that there's a group hive mind behind us. Anyway, what am I talking about? Marathon. They're buying fleece. They're selling wheat and wine. They're paying us a tribute of money. So you can see what the devs are trying to simulate here. They're trying to simulate a story where Knossos is being a dickhead and is trying to take our money and is trying to attack us. And now Marathon's come along and said, okay, here, I'll give you some money, I'll help you out. And they don't actually have dialogue from Olympus who will tell us that. So you kind of have to interpret it. You have to weave your way through, you know. It would be so cool if this game had more emphasis on, like, the big personalities behind the cities, like Crusader King style or whatever. Okay, so there we go. So we have 2 housing blocks. They're not going to break. There's a shepherd in the house. I love that so much, man. I really want to shift this whole thing up. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. See you in a second. I'm going to pause. I'm going to delete, because they're only shacks. I mean, fuck it. And I'm going to do it. Oh my god, I did that perfectly. There's a space there and everything. So this Agora setup is going to be different, actually, then, isn't it, in the end? It's going to be different because... Shall we do the WP special? Oh, we can combine them! Okay, yeah. Alright, so we can combine... This is going to be a bit tricky because there's stuff everywhere on the inside. That's actually going to be really annoying. I can't individually kill them. You can, technically, with a cheat. So we'll do a new version of the WP special. I never really knew about this backdoor thing in the past. But hold on, the road needs to be longer, doesn't it? So I don't know how we can get this to work, but this would be so cool, right? They just go into the back. Like that. And then we have just our... So then we need carding... We need the cheeseries in there as well. Cheeseries, I'm sure that's not what I should call them. Dairies. So, but we have the dairies there. So I guess we're going to delete these dairies. Oh no, this is going to be a bit of a mess, isn't it? No, we can do this. So, dairy. Play it forwards a moment, maybe. Well, let's get the basics in. Food. And then that's a spot for a gym. Obviously. Really good spot for a gym there. That's got a cow on it. A cow? What am I talking about? A cow? I mean, it's like a child, you know. It's like, cheese comes from cows. I can't understand any other way. All right. Oh, and then... Oh, I didn't actually click it. Good. So there'll be houses around the outside. This isn't going to be very appealing. Now, the internal road, we can actually shift up. Because... Well, and then maybe we can loop around. And then we can have more dairies. They need internal maintenance, before I forget that, as I often do. And we'll have the two maintenance spaces next to each other. And then we'll have another dairy there, another dairy there. So those could be houses. I want to get back to the 6 dairy setup. That would be really nice. So here, I'm doing the pause thing, by the way. I just bitched about it, and now I'm immediately doing it. So we need to empty that granary quick. So I'm going to say... I mean, there is a path there. That would work. We could put the granary there. But it does also block it off. I really want it right next to the Agora. I mean, that would be so amazing if it was there. And then we could find space for a storehouse somewhere, maybe, or something. There's not going to be space for a storehouse, is there? It's just not going to work. But we need this granary down to empty this, because this is going to start breaking, and we're going to lose all of that cheese. So actually, oh, no, I don't want to click empty first until he's got a place to actually path to. Move! Oh, no, they're not moving. Okay, wait, we got space there now. No, move! No, not all of you guys. Okay, wait. Let's give them a temporary maintenance. I'm wasting all of our money. Oh, there's a good dairy spot there. Good. So that's 5 dairies. And then granary there. And then we can actually have... Oh, but the problem is I need land now. I need meadow for the things to live on. Okay, I think what we do... Okay, Knossos demands drachma. Hey, Potato Fist, you inferior lout. Send 100 drachma to me at Knossos in 1 month. I am the all-powerful Minos. And I could just come to your city and take them if I wanted to. So you might as well send them. So as you can see, the mission here is really to stall, keep money, while we wait for Greece to develop and become more sympathetic to us. So actually, I think these dairies are going to be on the outer ring. Because the fantasy is to have the shepherds living among the people. Living among the people. Shepherds, does that count? They're goat shepherds, right? They're a type of shepherd. So 2, 3, 4... 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... And we definitely don't want to wait for the livestock to get out. So we do want to block all of this off with various services and whatnot. We're not going to make that. That one's good, though. I kind of wanted... If we were 1 over, we could even integrate trees into the housing itself. The block itself. So there, that's miscalibrated, this. Because there's a gap there. Which maybe we're happy with, because we do want a road out. And the animals aren't going to care about our roadblock, but, you know. Alright, and then one there. And then behind the Agora is going to be our back Agora road. Oh, no, that's the front. This is the back Agora road. Okay, get cheese. Empty of cheese. Please. And we'll see whether she goes to the granary. We might want to disconnect all of that as well. Just in case. I don't think it actually matters. I'd really love her to go to that granary. I just don't know. Maybe we need more space or something. Actually, if I can't kill these... Actually, does it explain the breeding thing in here? Especially lucky sheep and goats will be sacrificed to the gods. Bro, I thought that was going to be about breeding. Priests from a sanctuary will come to the fields to retrieve their sheep and goats destined for greater glory. She doesn't seem to care about it this time. Maybe because it's not long enough. If I make a little loop or something. The thing is, I don't want to pave all of this. In order for her to just... Like, do all these tiles here count as tiles she's considering for the movement? So we've got to get these guys out. How do I get an inner granary working? That would be so amazing with the back door there. What we could do is shift it as well. And we could say... We could do a square on the inside. If she needs a square, I can actually provide that for her. We can do an inner ring, and then the granary will sit in the middle of it. In fact, we might have a bit of space here. Oh, this is just chaos, isn't it? Like, does the granary... I don't think the granary matters. Only the road matters on the inside. So we have one dairy still on the inside. We don't need you there anymore. I'd rather... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we've got 6 around the outside. We have a granary on it. So this is the inner ring thing that we're getting here. This is too close to that. We need it there so we can have a row of buildings there. Got maintenance man spinning around. Too distant. Let me fiddle with this. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, well, screw it. I've decided that probably this is going to be too tricky. I'll have to figure this out later. I'd love to do that one day. I don't actually know if it's possible because we might need such a huge housing ring that the inside road... I mean, the outer road is always going to be bigger than the inner road. Unless maybe we had lots of crisscrosses and stuff in there. I don't know. Well, we'll return to that idea one time. I don't know when. That would be very cool. But we've got plenty to build as we go along. In the meantime, let's just do what... Look, this is a cool enough strategy. Knossos is invading us again, by the way. Brilliant. Thanks, Knossos. So, this is cool enough. Now, I can show you something else, because I really want this setup to look good. First, we need to block all of the goats in. So, what about all the goats that are not currently blocked in? Do we have any... Oh, we have parks, but that's it. Okay, well... So, uneven areas around the outside are not good for us right now. Like this extra thing here. But that's fine. That's just because these are offset wrongly. Incorrectly. Oh, we can do it that way. Can we please turn the speed up just a little bit so that these things decay a little bit quicker? Thank you. So 1, 2, 3... And then when they move there, that will block them off. Okay, good. And then when they move there, we'll block them off. Okay, so... Oh, what? And then there's another gap here. Okay, so we'll do path. Roadblock so it doesn't mess with anyone. And then... oh, God. What would actually be useful? I guess a storehouse for something one day. All right, how are we with money? We're okay. Now, let's wait for... Oh, okay, and these plots, even though they don't physically look like they've got anyone in them, they do already. So that's fine. So what about the sheep that are on the outside? What do we want to do with them? goats that are around the outside. Well, I can get rid of them. If I right-click it, there's nothing I can do. There's no control as far as I know to just pick them up, shift them around, anything like that. There is a cheat, though. So, cheats. I'll talk to you a little bit about cheats. There's a lot of fun, wacky, and weird cool cheats. I'm just going to do one here. So, if I hold Control, Alt, and C at once, this random menu comes up. It says disable cheats there. Now, if you know a code, like a password of some kind, you can print it in there, and it will do something. So, one of them is called Fireballs from Heaven. I have not done this for years and years and years. So, I can click... So if we pause, I can click any tile I like with an animal on it. Oh my god, are they... And we can try to snipe the goats. We can kill them. So anyone who's not currently in our place, I'm going to try to blow up. And then only the ones in the middle will be the ones that matter. Look at how horrifying that looks. Oh god, I'm really scared it's going to destroy all my other stuff. So you need to die, you need to die. And of course that's putting rubble around. Okay, so we need to bribe them to make them go away. Invaders paid off. We're getting a lot of monuments here. And by doing that... I mean, there's so many, though. I mean, what about all these ones? They're also dodging the fireballs, which is kind of funny. Also, I hope I can toggle this off by typing the same command in again. This is just not good. We're going to kill the maintenance man if we're not careful. I just want to kill a couple more. Once we get sacrifices going, I guess we can let the temple guys deal with it. So let's just click it. Oh my god, can I... Yeah, I thought I could click and drag there, like when we're placing lots of stuff down. So sorry, goats, but there you go. So, so now all we have to do is just clear the rubble. The cheat's off by me right-clicking. That's good. Whoever survived, well done. You're a survivor. You get to live. Sorry about the goats, everybody. Look, I'm sorry. Look, it's just this how it goes sometimes. Look at this. Horrifying. And when we right-click it, it just says nowhere, by the way, now. It says just nothing was here. There's a lot of weird little tricks and things going on with the rubble. Okay, then they're launching invasion again, and now we have to bribe them 200 drachma. Thermopylae became a vassal. So apparently we have really good diplomats because they're doing all kinds of stuff. And I didn't even... I can't just delete goats. Yeah, okay, good. I was just wondering if that was completely unnecessary. So that house got destroyed. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm a good leader, I swear. So there you go. So, now we can replace the goats in the middle. They can't escape. Tribute paid by Thermopylae. Tribute paid by Marathon. Thank you, thank you. I don't really want to... I want to look at the world map and see what's going on with these people becoming our vassals. But there you go. I don't know whether they can walk out through the Agora. That'd be quite ironic if after all this tricky mechanics we're dealing with the Agora, they can just walk out. So there you go. So these people are going to live around a farm. I don't know. That's interesting, isn't it? It's something. So she's not delivering. So what if I extend her road, like... Are we building a road or not? Well, apparently we can't at the moment. That's interesting. Oh wow, look, there's rubble there that I didn't even know. It's very strange. See if she does that. Is she happy to go out to the granary now? We're gonna have to move it further away. Can we just build a bunch of arbitrary road out here? And she'll decide, okay, that's enough now. Yeah, because maybe what the game is doing is it's trying to find what the main... There you go, so she's going now. So we got some extra road back here. So off she goes. So the dairy workers will... Hopefully... I mean, I might have screwed this. Hopefully when they get their wagons, they will walk... I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. They need to be able to walk out, but not let the cows out. Essentially, there's no... You'll notice there's no such thing as a fence in this game. So, you know, that allow people and goods, but not animals. So I don't know. I mean, there is an exit up there, I've now just noticed. Of course, if it was uneven on one side, it's going to be uneven on the other. So we need to plug that hole. We can do it with another storehouse, or I don't know, because there's no culture for us right now. These guys are just escaping. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Oh, come on! Look, they're all trying to leave. Even the shepherds are trying to escape. Oh, I could have clicked just in time. I could have clicked. No, don't come back. No. Like, I hope they can go in through the back of the shed. Oh, do you know what? I should delete that as well. Oh, no, because that's going to be the house there. Can you move, sir? I will throw a fireball at you. Thank you. Get out of there. Get out of there. That's it. Here we go. One more. Hey, well done. I'm now realizing that these storehouses have no maintenance. So let's do that. And put a maintenance guy there. And let's do this. And put a maintenance guy here. Another weird bit of goods efficiency. So I'm kind of all over the place here. Are we going hype? Are we trying to optimize? Or are we just going for fun stuff? But another thing people suggest is when you do a storehouse, put only the tiniest little corner of road onto the storehouse. And the reason for that is that usually a delivery man, he'll like run all the way around. He'll go to like the furthest corner or just waste like a bunch of blocks of movement. But if you only give him that one little corner, then that's all he'll use. So that's an interesting thought as well. So yeah, this is very weird. We're making Athens in a very odd way here. But I quite like it. So he just walked through, right? We'll see what they do. I don't know. We might look back at this later and just see that there's a bunch of guys holding cheese and they have nothing else. But they could always put cheese. I mean, if I made that a granary, she'd still... No, she'd then use the front door and that would suck. But look, she's doing it.
I can't wait to pick out the finest food for my customers. I wouldn't want them to go hungry.
So, how are we doing with the Minotaur? I don't think we actually read his...
I'll trample anyone in my path.
We didn't actually read his description, did we? Monsters, Cyclops, Kraken, Cerberus, Medusa, Hydra, Caledonian Boar, Scylla, the Dragon, Talos, Hector, the Minotaur. The half-man, the half-bull Minotaur fights with a big axe and magic bolts. He most often works for Hermes. Interesting. Hermes, you're my favourite and you're attacking us. Theseus has the best chance of defeating him. Didn't we just do a ton of stuff with Theseus? Theseus and Perseus, but still. I think we did a Theseus thing, and then a Theseus and Perseus thing, and now we're back to Theseus again. I like how nice this is. We could keep putting our victory monuments in the middle here. There we go. Look at that, because we bribed them 3 times. Oh, what an appealing neighbourhood of shacks. How is our food? We have food for 2,000 people, apparently, so we should be fine. I seem to be going a bit mad with the food. Right, now, what happened here? Marathon became a vassal. Thank you. No, he was already a vassal, and he was paying me money. Not that I don't appreciate it. Thermopylae is now giving me fish. So that's good. So let's see if we go back to the city, if we go to the pot, if we have a look here. Fish is available for import. We can sell wheat. We can import wine, and we can sell fleece and buy fleece. So what we need to do is buy fleece. We also need people in homesteads, so they're going to need culture. Okay, so culture unlocked at some point, apparently. I don't know when. So we will give these guys a college here. And a podium. See, podiums are so nice. Anything 2x2, because it's like you could just put one house. And we're going to have enough food to feed these guys. Let's see if that's homestead next. I don't know if it is, to be honest. But if it's homestead next, that's good. People go from the college over there. Our workforce right now is good. Only 5 people are unemployed, and that's a little bit of overhead for us to do something else. But we need to start importing fleece, regardless of whether we're going to give it to the houses or not for the homesteads. We need it for the colony. So we only have 3,000 drachma left. We are cutting this pretty fine. So let's buy fleece until we have enough. And as you can see here, look, again, this is totally isolated. Now, the traders do need a road to get into the city, I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what he does. Actually, can he not get to... So, I don't know all the rules. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to figure out what the rules are. Like, are you just passing us by?
Back and forth, I'm beginning to feel like Sisyphus.
Nothing to trade here. Just passing through. Buys wheat, sells fish, and fleece. Yeah, but we hadn't assigned. We weren't doing anything just yet, so we'll see. We hadn't assigned whether he was doing anything. Do you guys want to hear another cool trick? See, I'm struggling. Do I tell you the cool trick? Or do I show you the cool trick? This trick's really difficult, though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how I'd do it. But basically, if the trader dies, if this guy dies right here, right now, it will instantly spawn a new one at the entrance to the city. We don't care about this guy after he's passed our trading post. We just want him out so that the new one spawns. So do you see where I'm going with this? You can put a trading post at the entrance to your city. Trader comes in, gives you the goods, gives you the money, and when he gets a tile later, kill him. Find some way of killing him. I think you can do it with rabbles. You can put your trading post near maybe a monster or something. I don't know. There's ways to kill him. And then once he's dead, a new one appears. And then he dies and a new one. And then he dies. So you can spawn him real quick. And that's like having a Hermes sanctuary times 10, you know. You will, if you're selling and you have the goods, if you know that you can support the throughput, you will rocket your cash up at unbelievable levels, or you will just instantly fill up with whatever thing you're looking to import. And you'll be okay. So, yeah, it's a fun idea. I kind of want to try it, but I don't know the exact mechanism of killing them, and I don't also know... People call us one of the immortals, so this is good. So here, check this guy out. By the way, do they have an infirmary up here? I hope they do. Did I get... Yeah, I gave them an infirmary. There you go, they're evolving. This is good, I like this, look at this! Some goats escaped. Oh, and we can dot some parks around and things later. Not yet. We don't have the money, all right? Athens will thrive one day. There you go. He doesn't care about the roads, see? So we can put this anywhere we like, and he'll get in and he'll get out quick. So there you go. So fleece, some fleece. We need 12 skeins. He's probably going to give us some more. There you go. Set aside. Good. So now we're going to stop buying for a sec. Well, we can just turn the game speed down. Right, what's going on up here? Right, they have evolved into hovels. They need fleece. Fuck. Oh, God. Okay. All right. So, wait. Hold on. So, we can because we don't have much money. We can export. And the more time that passes, the more that Knossos is going to keep taking our cash. So, we've got to be careful here. We're importing fleece. The only thing we can do is import fleece. We could sell wheat. Now, are you giving me... Now, I could beg wheat from Thermopylae. They're dedicated to us. They think highly of you. He'll do what he can to fulfill any request, including a request for an offensive strike. You'll attack someone? Will you raid Knossos for me? Raid the city with Thermopylae? That would be quite interesting. Hold on. So he's paying us fish, but what I want... Oh no, he sells wheat and he's loyal. Please may I have some wheat, because then I'm going to sell it. And Thermopylae, well, if we raided them, we could get money off them. I'm going to try this. Raid. Thermopylae, will you raid Knossos for me? Assign some companies first. Oh, but what about just my allies? Alright, they'll only support. Okay. Alright, we can't do that just yet. That's good to know, though. That's good to know. Alright, so, people moving in, mouths to feed, that's fine. So, fleece vendor. We have no choice but to buy this fleece right here, right now. So, continue buying fleece. And watch this, though. Because of our new road setup, the disconnected roads, trader comes in instantly. Okay, he's not trading. He's just, we'll pass him on through. Or he'd better be. I think he's from another guy, maybe. Marathon grants us wheat. Thank you, Marathon. Now, with that wheat, we can sell it to these guys for a bit of cash. See that? And Marathon, will you give me some more? Oh, he's bitter. Ooh, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. So we can give you cheese. We can give everybody cheese. All right, look. No, gift. The coins these icons are just not what I want them to be. Cheese. You can have loads of cheese. Please have the cheese. And no, that's Marathon. You were already bitter. Apathetic. Delos, do you want cheese? I will send you cheese. Okay, well, look, we just gave out 32 cheese. I think that's probably enough. So, but still, that will stop them being bitter, and then we can... so, look, we're engaging in real diplomacy now. The game is actually doing things with that, or I'm doing things with that. So thanks from Delos for the gift. Okay, good. He's no longer bitter, hopefully. Are you going to start trading? Please, 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 please. Oh, no, he's not trading. Why are you guys not trading?
back and forth. I'm beginning to feel like Sisyphus.
I want your fleece. Sell me your fleece. Thanks from Marathon. They gave me some fish. They gave me some drachmas. Thank you, thank you. Let's try one more cycle and see if they do it or not. Oh, there you go. They are doing it. I don't know why a couple of cycles got skipped. I'm not sure what that is. But here, so check this out. Now that we've got fleece in this bay, we come over to our housing area. We go to this area because they're going to use the back door. We'll go get fleece on this guy. Well, nothing on that. Get fleece. We'll see a guy. There you go. These wheelbarrow guys, immediately off-road. Coming straight down. Direct to the source. Look at that. And they grab it, and they grab it, and then they'll take it up to our people. We've got 900 drachma. I hope we get one bailout. You know, one drachma bailout. We've really come down to the wire here. How's our other place doing? Because we can't tax or anything. It's basically a time limit mission. Nice. Okay, they're doing good. So come on up. They drop the fleece at the storehouse. The fleece peddler goes and delivers some fleece. And these are homesteads. And how many do we need? 500. Oh, it's not number of homesteads, it's number of people in them.
In spite of King Minos,
there we go.
Athens is on its way to becoming a great city. Already, several small cities in and around Attica consider you their friend, or have placed themselves under your leadership. But Athens' growth will always be stunted as long as you suffer under the yoke of Minos.
So you can see, right, from that, immediately, they did not expect you to have a very big housing block. Like, that was, like, half of my block. And we built 2 of these things, but they're pretty, so whatever. Yeah, okay, so I think we do another Athens mission straight away here. We don't... Oh, no, it might be a colony, because we just set some stuff aside for a colony.
Minos and his Minotaur, son of Minos' queen Pasiphae, and a bull, still plague Athens. The time has come to cast off these burdens for good, to prove that Athens can stand on its own 2 feet. You must call Theseus, who is still traveling around Attica, back to the city, for only he can help you vanquish the Minotaur. You'll also need a sleek and powerful trireme to sail to Crete to defeat Minos.
Oh my god, they're triremes. They're not triremes, they're triremes. What is the matter with me? Oh my god, triremes. Well, that's okay, actually, because triremes only appeared in, like, one mission for Zeus and Europa at the start. It wasn't in... So, it was in the Thebes storyline. It wasn't in Argos at all. But wow, we already want a trireme? We don't even have that much water here, to be honest. Okay, so we're going to sail to Crete to defeat Minos. So we need a navy, and we're actually going to use a navy on this next one. Sounds like a lot is about to happen with Athens here. Like that's they want hoplites, we want elite housing. Look at that, they want mansions, they want triremes, and they want us to rule Knossos. So next quest basically is build a navy and take them out. And we're on hero difficulty, and we're starting with basically no cash. But there will be new buildings and things that have unlocked and new allies along the way. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you for that next episode next time. Take care. I did put an apostrophe there. I just want you to know it doesn't support special characters. Thank you. I know that's very important. So for today's character of the day, I'm going to do something a little bit more special now. We've been doing fairly generic walkers so far. Well, let's start looking at the heroes. Now, as I said way back when, they do all have, like, loads of dialogue, contextually changes based on the city. This stuff's pretty rare. Let's start with the first hero from the first adventure, Hercules. Now, the screenshot, the concept art, sorry, that you're looking at in the background there is concept art that flies through as you launch the game right before the intro video, which I played back on episode 2. So I see this a lot, usually with some kind of text at the bottom saying building, you know, starting engine, building Atlantis, whatever, you know, the little flavorful message they have there. This is also what I've been using for the thumbnails for the videos as they go along, and there's one for each hero and their, like, adventure. Well, actually, no, there are 2 for each hero. So, in Engine, the heroes can do multiple things, go on multiple quests, fight multiple monsters. So, this is Hercules versus Cerberus. And here, I'll show you his other concept art. This is Hercules versus the Hydra. This one's super iconic. So, as we go along, I will be showing you guys these. This art's amazing. And we'll get their dialogue as we go.
I pity those sniveling, sick weaklings. You should really do something to make them better. I could really go for the golden apples of Hesperides right about now. I'm so hungry. I could probably think of some adventures to send the unemployed on, if this city isn't interested in finding them some work. Being a vassal is worse than any of the 12 labors. I'm so much better than this. It's foolish to rebel against a city that features me as one of its residents. This city is no great shakes, but it's better than cleaning out the audience stables.
Man, I love how just like everything they have in this, you know, he's referencing the 12 labors and stuff. It reminds me of that behind the scenes video where they really did live and breathe all this stuff about ancient Greece, and they filtered it in everywhere. Anyway, I have one more extra line here, which I think is from a cut mechanic. See, when we summoned Hercules, he just went straight off to slay the monster. There was no middle period where he lives at the house, but he doesn't quite have what he needs to fight. He just goes and fights straight away. There's a little bit of dialogue in one of the quests later in the game as well that suggests maybe there was going to be a phase where you get them in the house and then you equip them with something and then they fight, but it all got cut. Anyway, there's still dialogue referring to such a mechanic, as far as I can make out. So here's the last one.
A few more arm curls and I'll be ready for the monster.
Pretty interesting, right?